Hello! Welcome back to week 12 of Adventures Archive, a channel where a bunch of friends play D&D.
Slay.
Woohoo!
Purr.
Yeah, you're doing it again. What's going on?
Oh my gosh, she's doing it in this cut too. That's alright. Well, I'm not going to ask you guys if anybody has anything for the audience.
Perfect.
Due
Why
to
not,
the
Riley?
comments.
Why not, Riley?
Oh, I just have a hunch that it would go a certain way tonight. You know, so we're going to
Okay. All
go
right.
ahead and turn that hat back around there, son. And
We want to see your beautiful face.
we do. That's what gets us a lot of views.
Very swag right
I mean,
there.
that works too. I really, as long as I can see your face, I
I've
do
seen
not
the
care.
comments. There's, you know,
A lot of people
like
do.
John.
Good looking guy.
No.
But anyway,
Pretty cool
anyway. Let's get rolling. So,
We get it rolling because we roll dice.
last week, or I guess 2 weeks ago for us, but last week for everybody watching, our friends took a carriage ride from the top of the mount with Mr. Mordecai and Lumiere, as they had a rather short conversation about what had happened over the past few weeks. And
You alright? Got the giggles?
yeah, no,
Okay.
I got the giggles. Got the
You got
You got the what?
The giggles. I can't.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Cut it again.
Absolutely not.
Marissa.
So,
I'm sorry, I just said giggles. That's all.
everybody, you ready? Find your center. Find your center. After that long conversation last week, our lovely friends made their way into Steamfrost, where they are currently here looking for a man by the name of Mr. Jace Stormbringer. Mordecai had sent them on a quest a while ago, said that he might have something in the correlation of when it comes to defeating demons, or finding more demons to kill. Sure, our party's done an alright job of so far.
An alright job. That's being very generous.
As we kind of ended last session, 3 of our friends were heading up towards the main inn of the town to go find a room for the night, kind of get settled in. A few others were heading along to shop, if you will. While one kind of got his eyes taken another way down a alley, there was no other way to say it, but a child abduction happening.
That happens a lot.
That happens a lot in this campaign.
It's only happened twice so far, okay?
That's a lot.
It's a 1 in 6 chance.
If I had a nickel for every time there was a child abduction in our D&D campaign, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's strange it happened twice.
Fair.
Also, was it 3, kind of? Because the girl in the cellar thing.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that
Yeah.
counts as 3, maybe.
Yeah, she was abducted.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing is there's so far a 25%
Now you have 15
chance
cents.
of
What's with you and abducting girls in your D&D campaigns?
And the little girl that died.
Well, that was just dumb.
I mean,
Yeah, no little
They
boys
didn't
have
take
died
No
yet.
little boys have died yet.
Jesus. As we
Equal rights!
arrow.
as we all focus in, one of our friends is currently standing on the outskirts of town. As the moon is shined high above you, a bit of a breeze coming and hitting your mustache into your hair. As you're standing with a note in one hand and a sword at your side in the other, you're looking down a long road as dust is beginning to fill. And the image of a carriage with your daughter, or somebody who looks darn a lot like your daughter, is taking off down the road, probably hundreds and hundreds of feet away at this point. In the middle of all this calm, but yet angst, what does Takashi do?
I'm just gonna clutch that piece of paper and just take a second for himself and just wait for his friends to catch up.
Sure. As you're kind of standing on this road, do me a quick favor and roll me a perception check, please.
It's a 7.
this moment, as you're so taken back by the carriage, the fact that you just saw somebody you hadn't seen in years at this point, struggling with your emotions inside, I need you to really quickly try and react and roll me an athletics check.
20.
Is that with your modifier?
Yeah.
Almost coming up from behind you, real quickly with a natural 20, you feel two hands kind of grab you and put you in a chokehold. As the knife kind of comes up right on the side of your neck right here, you feel as it kind of just touches you, as the stone dagger touches your skin. Kind of wiping a little bit of the sweat off. As these burly arms are around you, you kind of hear whispered into your ear, "Where are you taking them? What are you doing?"
Where am I taking who?
"That carriage. Are you a part of them? State your business."
I just thought I saw a familiar looking face. You know, a girl in trouble, and now I'm here.
"Where are you from?"
I'm from Redfort.
He's gonna roll insight to try and see if you're being honest.
I am.
As he peers into your soul for a second, you feel that the grip lets go, and the knife removes itself from your neck as he kind of takes a step back right behind you. Do you turn around, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna address this man.
Perfect.
Or woman, or creature, you know.
As you are currently standing here in the middle of the road, you look back around, and revealed to you is an unfamiliar but familiar face at the same time. As if it's one you hadn't seen in years since your service for the crown of Casmerian Bay. In front of you stands a Leonin male of formidable stature, possesses a striking and weathered countenance defined by his proud feline features that are on his face. His golden fur is marked with scars, and they tell tales of maybe harsh encounters, but also those of peace and kindness. Across his left eye seems to run a prominent scar, rendering it a captivity white, if you will, almost piercing into his rather brown skin. As you look at him, he wears a well-worn leather harness adorned with markings of House Afraidy. His amber eyes, though seem often guarded, despite the ruggedness of his appearance, you feel as if there's a subtle elegance that stands to his presence. As you kind of turn around and he looks towards you, he kind of looks puzzled for a second, almost shocked. And he looks at you and he goes, "Takashi?"
Yes.
I'm sorry.
That's what they call me.
Do you now remember who I am? As he kind of drops his dagger on the ground and then drops like his arms to his side and just...
Oh, I've been out of that business for quite some time. You don't need to do that anymore.
Oh, yes. He kind of puts his hand out, or I guess his paw out. He goes to shake your hand. Cyrene Afraidy, bastard child of Theodore.
Cyrene?
You don't remember protecting me as a... No? Nothing?
I've protected a lot of people, so forgive me.
I would see you. I mean, they all spoke so highly of you in the capital whenever you were, I guess in your past life, if you will. I would have never thought to see you out here. Are you working the same case as I am, or?
What case are you working?
Well, my late father, before he had passed, had sent me on a mission out here west to see if I could look into the disappearances of many, as it seems to be something that is going on around the continent, if you will. With that being said, to be fully transparent with you, my half-sister was kidnapped by these same people. And I'm trying to find where they took her. It sounds like your daughter might be in trouble as well.
I mean, last I saw my daughter, she was dead, so I'm not sure if that's quite actually my daughter, but it does. It
now
does.
you're gonna have some common sense.
It does look like her.
That's fine. That's fine.
No, I understand. I'm sure it's confusing for you. I know a lot of life was lost when the volcano erupted and the unruly lords that stake about Casimir and Bay now. Is it just you alone, or are you traveling with a group of warriors? Or, I mean, you said that you don't really serve the crown directly anymore.
I am not traveling alone, as it may look like it at the moment,
Yeah,
but
it does, yes.
I do have a team with me.
Oh, I would love to meet them. Maybe we can work the case together.
Sure. The more the merrier.
Lovely. Please, after you.
Guess I'm gonna head back in the tunnel, where the way I came from.
You will follow. As one of our friends is so intently looking at me as he went running looking for that tunnel. If I remember in the thick of things, you had kind of immediately broken back off to kind of head back towards whatever way you think he could have left at.
Yes.
And you kind of lost him in the crowd.
Oh yeah, he was done.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Sure. A 6. Nice.
Are you trying not to be seen, or are you hopping high in the crowd to try and
So-
get there, or?
Where we left off last time, I hopped up to find the way of it. So I hopped over the crowd basically, and then started to head to it. And I believe why we got to the street where it is, and then you were like, but it's hidden. And I'm like, he never closed it. And you're like, but it's hidden. And I'm like, but he never closed the door.
What if it's an auto-closing door?
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
If it opens up and then it
It's all those
shuts.
slow hinges.
What if it's on a battery operator, like my trash can?
Well, then
Oh, so
wouldn't
it's
that-
broken.
It's broken and it stays open. Yeah, I'm good.
As you're kind of running through the crowd, you do get to that alley. And go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I'm just doing that. Is that what's happening?
You
right now? 'Cause
are.
everyone
You
sits over there. Just checking.
genuinely are.
Just checking. Just looking around, trying to find my friends.
Because also, I mean, you have a general direction, because he did let the sound go off from
Oh,
the
really
item that
sad.
you guys share. It
Is that
made the
what
sound that you're in the... So you know the general direction.
Yeah, I'm probably.
It's a
just-
nat 1.
Natural one.
Yeah. I'll give you this
You
one. Even if it's open, I'm not going to see it.
You're looking right at it. I can't find it.
You feel like the sound sends you right to this exact location,
Yeah.
if you will. And you're kind of standing like right on top of it. As you're like trying to feel around with your
All the way
feet,
around.
trying to find a little bouncy door or something like that, or what it could absolutely be. And then all of a sudden you kind of feel as like it begins to lift up from under your feet, and
Launched.
as Takashi and
see him
his
when
friend
he's
Cyrene head back through the tunnel, they come out and he kind of looks up and, is that Bonnie with you?
Yes, he is part of my team.
Oh,
Is this the threat? No, I just like reach into my backpack.
No, he is not a threat. He is not a threat.
So you interrupted the shopping for nothing?
Well, not necessarily.
You butt dialed us?
And I'll show Powder the note and be like, supposedly this is from my daughter, but the last I known, my daughter is dead.
I recall.
But I saw her.
I think. Can I be there at that
Lot to
point?
take in.
Talia definitely heard you say that, and she just walks straight towards you, back just. You are not seeing dead people again. Your daughter is not here.
No, she left the note this time.
No. Dead people don't leave notes.
Show her the note.
That could be from anybody.
That looks like her
But it's signed to your daughter.
Where did you go?
Down this tunnel.
And you found a note down a tunnel that's from your dead daughter.
I saw 3 people. One of them being my daughter.
In the tunnel.
Yes.
It
Well,
wasn't-
outside the tunnel. I mean, it led to like the outskirts. There was trees. There was a wagon there.
If I may, Madam Cyrene Afraidy.
He's okay. Yes, you can shake his hand.
Hello. Talia.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you. If I may, just to clear the situation up a little bit, because I was watching from about 30 feet back. They were kidnapping a girl, apparently his daughter and 2 others.
They kidnapped your daughter?
Well, no,
His daughter's not here.
his daughter was a part of the kidnappers.
But, you know,
Maybe it was
she's
just
my
somebody that looked like your daughter.
Rebellious phase, am I right?
Powder, don't encourage this.
If I may, is this your whole party before I kind of
This is not
break it down?
everyone.
With like, oh, there's more of you. Oh, wonderful. You travel in big groups.
Takashi, what's that behind you? And I kind of like move him out of the way and look in the tunnel.
That's... Oh, no.
I go inside the tunnel, and what do I see?
Talia's looking.
What do I see, DM?
What do you see, Powder?
I'll roll perception if I have to, but
It's empty.
No rock.
Are you looking for rocks?
I'm gonna kill you.
Roll me a perception check.
It's ancient stone.
Now I told him he can spot ancient stone from miles away now, okay?
8.
It is some darn good earth. Let me tell ya. The mixture of dirt and rock
The
down
bright blue crystals that you mentioned it.
Not there?
I climb back out of the tunnel, I guess.
Womp womp.
I just feel sad.
You had to go further down.
Well, if we may, to find the rest of your party, it seems we need to be acting rather urgently than just standing around. There's kids being kidnapped. I don't quite understand the calmness you all have about the matter.
Inside, she's seething. Lots just happened. Very calm out here, though.
I do agree with him. I will say we should get with the rest of our party and unfortunately have to cut this shopping trip short.
Okay. That's not alright. That's not alright.
And
But are you sure that he's okay to bring back to everybody else?
Yes, supposedly
Supposedly.
That is not...
from what he says, you know, because, you know, I protected a lot of people in my day. I've protected him once in my past life.
if I may, my father was Theodore Frady, the late king of Kazmirian Bay.
Oh!
If that...
Oh, nice to meet you.
If I may, can we just assume you may for the rest of this conversation?
You may.
Wonderful.
And as I'm assuming you 3 had heard the sound, and you guys were kind of running back.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
I mean, yeah, we got
The
interrupted.
3 of you, yeah. As you guys were running back, now you guys, all 3, come to the edge of the alleyway. As you see all 4 of them down at the end, and he kind of goes, oh, and he goes for his weapon, and
They're fine.
I immediately go for my
No.
staff. Get ready.
No!
No!
With the staff.
Do it!
No!
Do it!
No!
hey,
Marrow, hey. Tadpole, where's it at?
I spin. It's on my back again. I don't know.
he looks towards the 3 of you, and he looks at you specifically.
We all have the giggles today.
Takashi, what's his name?
That's, oh, pardon me. Yeah. Oh.
I was
Rothgar.
talking to him.
Yeah,
He
without
kind
it.
of walks up to you and just kind of looks at your face. You look exactly like somebody I knew up north.
Up north?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm from south, so it doesn't make sense, sorry.
Roll me a deception check. Or a persuasion check. And roll with advantage for me.
Okay.
It's dragging me.
You want persuasion or
That's what he was right.
what was it?
Persuasion, please.
But
It's 15.
15. He totally, as he kind of looks at you, he just kind of, sorry, just my apologies.
My accent throws it off. So.
Did you serve in the Crimson Lotus with our friend here?
No, I actually wasn't able because of a disability.
Oh, that's
He's
alright.
flat-footed.
Understandable.
I couldn't be quote unquote stealthy, so I've actually spent multiple years training in the art of stealth,
Oh,
and I am a very quiet person, very stealthy.
no, of course. If I may, then he kind of just reaches his hand out to shake your hand. Siren. Pleasure to meet you.
What was it?
Siren.
Oh, drag me in.
Siren, who did you say you were related to again?
He looks at you and cocks his head and goes, "Mine must be playing tricks on me." And you?
My name's Marrow.
Pleasure. I'm sorry, ma'am. What did you ask?
You're fine.
I
I was
see.
interrupting. Who did you say you were related to again?
I'm the son of Theodore Frady, the late king, who was unfortunately murdered.
By who?
We do not know. If we knew, there would be public knowledge, and he or she would be dead.
Maybe it's the same person that murdered my mom. Just kidding.
Don't get about
Kinda
that,
looks at you and
Rothgar.
goes,
Sorry. I make jokes in awkward situations.
I
I'm
know.
sorry. Don't blame
It's
me
a
for being
coping
human.
mechanism. It's okay.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it got me through a lot of hard times, like when my mom died. Sorry, I can't help
he
it.
looks at you and just kind of. And then this, you?
Yeah.
She don't talk much. You gotta.
What's her name?
Her name is Zendra, but don't tell her I told you. Okay.
Okay.
Between you
I
and
can, Rothgar, I can hear you.
What's your name? I haven't heard of it.
Zendra.
Zendra, pleasure to meet you.
Who sounded the button thing?
Yeah, is that what that was?
That was me.
Oh.
Are you
What'd you need?
Are you okay?
I didn't. I was by myself. Just wanted to call backup just to be safe. But I mean, yes, I'm okay.
His daughter's a felon.
Physically, emotionally,
Wait,
though,
what?
I'm a wreck. Let me tell you.
Your daughter's a felon?
Before or
knows?
after she died?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
pretty
you.
sure you told us that she was pretty brutally murdered.
That's what I thought so, but I swear it. She doesn't have a twin, but
This dude, she does have a twin?
no, she doesn't.
Oh,
She
goodness.
doesn't.
That would have put a whole twist in the works.
Did you say that she wasn't alive?
He said that she wasn't alive.
Yeah, remember he told us
Yeah,
that
but
she
then-
got brutally murdered.
Maybe it was
Example
somebody
A.
looking like her.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This dude, he was murdered. Does that mean anything to you?
She smell.
Does she stank?
It's a good sign.
I don't
that
recall
somebody's been-
an odor quite like yours. You know.
General, if I need to,
No.
tell me to cut these men down right now for speaking on your dead daughter with such disrespect.
Cut me down. Who do you think
I
you is?
appreciate it, but you can stand down.
Your
Thank
lack
you.
of
You're lucky you
respect
have
for the
kneecaps
dead.
right now. What are you talking about?
Your lack of respect for the dead is rather insulting.
The dead, we're all dead. We're just waiting for it, buddy, okay?
Rothgar.
He's dead.
Do you want me to cut him? Do you want me to cut him down for you?
Takashi,
I'll do it.
is there reason for us to stay here? Can we get back to our business?
Let's carry on.
Like shopping?
Sorry,
Yo,
how
no
are we
job.
He looks
supposed to
towards you,
carry on if your
General.
daughter's
Well-
been brought back to life?
We still gotta check out the inn, so you guys have
Why does he
time to
keep
go
calling you
shopping.
General?
Apparently shopping is canceled, but I do think we should go back to
Well,
the
we
inn.
need supplies, so
Thank you,
I
Zendra.
don't think you should cancel.
You're very wise. Do you hear that, Takashi? The shopping shouldn't be canceled.
Fine. I just what I'm hearing is you guys don't care about my daughter.
No,
the
not
dead
really.
One,
I
not the
love
dead
your
one.
General,
Takashi.
at your command, I'll cut all 5 of these people down who disrespect your daughter.
Blatantly in his face.
I'm sorry, the woman has not disrespected her. I'll cut the other 4 down.
Do it, General.
I
Stand down.
Takashi. While I like his attitude, can you tell your friend to just, I guess, go with you and we'll meet up at an inn tonight once we finally get it situated. You guys have time to shop, just.
Are you really a general?
How'd I disrespect the
Yeah.
daughter?
Really?
Not anymore, but I once was. Yeah.
You kind of quiet for a general. Most generals I've ever met are really loud and kind of annoying, like this dude. Maybe he's been a general.
Rothgar.
What?
Why don't you go back with Zendra and Marrow and figure out what we need to get at the end?
I'd actually prefer to accompany them back to the inn if that's alright.
No thanks.
Couldn't you probably just come with us?
I apologize. I'm here to speak with a Jace Stormbringer about the recent
So
disappearance.
are we! Hey.
Oh, that's wonderful.
We can
I'll
all go
see-
together. You
I'll
wanna
see
go?
to it that I go attend the matter. There's kids who have been taken. I don't need to shop. As he kind of begins to walk away and just walk up towards the inn.
I'm walking with him.
You hang out with losers.
I don't hang out with them.
He's following you around like a little puppy dog.
Well, I protected him. That's what
Oh.
happens.
Get
Part
it?
of the business.
Puppy dog, because he's a giant lion.
I didn't catch that.
He's got hair on him like a puppy dog does, but he's a giant cat.
Let's just go check out the inns, okay?
Okay.
We wasted enough time. What?
Talia is wondering if you recognized her.
Roll perception.
Marrow was also wondering.
Rothgar's also wondering.
3.
15.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the two of them rolled before you did, so.
It's not limited to 2!
No,
Uh,
only 3 people can see.
if it wasn't obvious, yes, he thinks he recognizes you.
Okay, good.
But he doesn't recognize me.
A dirty 20.
He does not recognize you.
Good. The disguise is working.
As he begins to just make his way up through the crowd, up the mountain to the, I believe I told you guys you're heading towards the Frosthaven Inn.
Well, you said there were 3. There's Ice Peak Hall, Frosthaven Inn, and the Stone
Crumblestone.
Smithery
Wait, no, that's
Floor.
something different.
And, yep, so which one were you guys heading towards?
Well, we were gonna check out all 3, so we can say
Beautiful. Yeah,
we'll
which
go to the Frosthaven Inn first to see.
Perfect.
Takashi, may I speak with you frankly?
Sure. What about?
You don't remember him at all?
I mean, I'm sure the more I get to talk with them, the more will jog my memory. But ever since supposedly I thought my family had died, I blocked out a good part of that life. Unfortunately,
Understandable. And he's from Kazmirian Bay. Don't they believe in magic?
No.
No, they agree with my father. Okay.
Bunch of schmucks.
She
Beautiful.
looks thoughtful. She's thinking about something. She'll talk to you later about it, though, probably.
So, we getting going?
Yeah, are you?
We kind of just been standing in this alleyway.
Let's go. Come on.
You guys are
Go
going
check
to
out
the
the
Did he
inns.
leave?
He's
I
walking
I
over,
went
yeah.
with him.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay,
went.
perfect.
Yeah,
I
you
went
did
with
say
him.
you went with
Yeah.
him.
Perfect.
I went with him.
Perfect.
I apologize for the whole staff thing earlier.
It's alright.
I just assumed you were after Takashi.
I understand. You're forgiven.
You say that you saw his daughter?
Again, I don't remember
Someone
much.
who looked like her?
Don't remember much of her, honestly. He was a great defender of the realm back in his prime, and I just am so honored to run into such a general.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, the more you know about a person, but I am here, the same people who just took another innocent girl out of my half-sister, and I've been sent from my uncle to retrieve her.
I mean, yeah, let's go get her. Jace knows where they're at.
And that is what I've been told to check in with Mr. Jace.
Maybe he can know something. We're here inquiring about demons, so
No?
I mean, a 2 for 1,
Demon hunting lately?
No, not well.
For sport, or
No,
for...
necessity.
Of course. What necessity does...
We just keep running into them.
Oh,
Figure we better know how to kill them if we run into them. Most of them are mid-dead.
no, understandable. Understandable.
But if we keep running into them, we're eventually gonna run into a live one.
Yes, no, I believe that that's a good assumption. And the rest of your party, are they all as grounded in the beliefs and demons being bad? Your friends seem rather unruly, undisciplined. They speak of a friend's daughter with disrespect, calling her a felon after death or before death.
Well,
Speaking of her,
okay.
and
In my defense.
that's not going to get them far, especially with the Stormbringer. You might want to let your friends know that.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I'll communicate that effectively.
I appreciate it, Goblin. Your name again, Mara?
Marrow, yeah.
Mara.
Yeah.
You serve the realm greatly. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate you. It's been a very productive conversation. I'm not used to that. Wow.
As you guys kind of get to the front, I'm assuming you guys are all following, like 20, 30, 40-ish feet behind.
I thought we were shopping.
Oh, you two are going shopping still?
Yes.
Oh, feel free. Yeah, no, totally.
Use supplies. Replenish supplies. Have supplies to use.
As you three, are you going up to the inn or are you going with them?
I stay back to talk with her, so I guess if they walked off, then yeah, I'm with them.
Of course. You guys get to the Frosthaven Inn. It's rather built into the mountain. Not much of a wooden exterior or anything like that. As you kind of open the stone door, there is a bunch of life and partying going on as warm torch colors are kind of met with your skin as all walks of life are in here, rather just having a good time, enjoying the day. As it was a long day of work before. As you kind of see the barkeep running around, kind of attending to things, you see two flanking stairs that kind of lead to a top story of the bar, if you will. You kind of see a sign up at the top that says, "Meetings with Lady Frost now available."
Like a marquee scrolling.
Yes. As he kind of walks in, kind of just, "All right, Goblin, you know what Jace is?" As the two of you kind of walk in shortly after. "Oh,
I don't know what Jace is.
do the two of you know where Jace is?"
Maybe, maybe not.
Seems like speaking with the good Lady Frost would be a good way to start. As he just begins to walk away once again.
I like to think that this sign is being carried around the village by like a goblin or something.
It's still a marquee. It's
Yeah.
just scrolling.
Yeah, but it's that's
being
why
carried.
it's scrolling.
Yeah.
Still, it's being carried.
As he walks up the stairs, what do you guys do?
I'm gonna go to the barkeep.
Perfect.
Hello, I'm here with a traveling party, and we're kind of inquiring about potentially getting some rooms for the night.
A rather elder dwarven man, taller for a dwarf, kind of comes up to the bar and just kind of, "Oh, yes, 2 gold a night for a room. Each room can sleep 2.
Sleep too? Okay. That's not bad.
How many rooms do you need?"
Just do 2 rooms.
Of course.
And then I'm gonna kind of like lean in and whisper so that I'm assuming the two of you kind of came with me. I'm gonna
Oh
whisper
no,
so
I went with.
Oh, you went with.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So then at least Hrothgar won't hear it, but I'm gonna lean in and be like, "And by chance, is there any notes here from a dove is there any notes from a dove here that were left?"
Let me go check. Give me 1 second. Kind of walks to the back.
Going to get you the good stuff, huh? Like you always keep it in the back. They don't tell you they have it, but they do. It's in the back.
Exactly. It's how I know you're well traveled, Hrothgar.
You've been around the block a time or two.
Respectable.
As he kind of walks back up. Nothing left. No, not yet.
Okay.
We take mail every morning, but you'll feel free to stop by. And no charge. But I will need that payment for the 2 rooms up front, if you will.
I'll just hand over 4 gold.
Of course. Room 40 and room 41. They are conjoined.
Like the twins.
As you and Cyrene head up the stairs, kind of get into the top, almost this loftish area, you could see that back here, more stairs kind of go up further into the mountain, as if, like, it just keeps continuously going up and out.
That's dope.
Versus just straight up, almost like a tower. as you kind of see a purple throne sit empty, you see a short little halfling man, like long, scraggly hair, kind of sit next to it. As he's just kind of leaning up against it, he just kind of, "Oi, you all want the lady?"
Yeah, the lady, Frost.
"Oh, well, she's out for dinner right now. What can I do for you?"
You don't happen to know where a Jace Stormbringer would be, do you?
Everyone knows where Jay Stormbringer is, but it's going to cost you a little bit to know that information, honestly.
Yeah, I have, some pocket lint and half a t-shirt.
I start in kind of, it's alright. What is your price, halfling? Well, yeah, you know. Information's valuable around these parts, and, you know, Jay's kind of a big guy, you know, I'd say probably 20 gold. He kind of pulls out just a bag of gold and hands it to him. Kind of looks in it. Oh, that's way too much. Where's Mr. Jace? Room 242, 15th floor. Thank you. Yeah, he kind of uses it as an office space. He doesn't like to be bothered much if you know, you're unexpected. Thank you, halfling. Shall we go goblin?
We shall. My legs are getting tired. Is there any way you...
Yeah, no, of course. He kind of puts his arm down for you to kind of sit on, and he kind of bolsters you up on his shoulder as you sit on his right shoulder as he begins to just continually walk up the stairs. I'm sure you two would kind of see them just begin to keep walking up.
We got a new friend.
This, that dude's kind of weird. I mean, who needs a snooky goblin lets him ride on the shoulder, no questions asked? I know Marrow, and I would let him ride on my shoulder.
Apparently a prince of a kingdom, I don't know.
Well,
I never understood these royalty types.
Wouldn't he be the king? If his dad's dead?
I would assume not. If he's out traveling on his own, he's probably not the king.
He probably, like, got kicked out or something.
Maybe his uncle is the one who's the king now? I don't know.
Yeah. There was a story I read when I was a child about an evil uncle who killed the father, and it was the son's birthright to be the king, but he got exiled.
Well, like I said, I don't understand these royalty types.
Neither do
It
I.
doesn't make sense, but...
I bet he just can't wait to be king.
Well, I'm gonna go check in at the other ends just to kind of see about something. You're free to...
I'll follow you.
Okay. I mean, Marrow seems like he's in good company, so...
Splitting the party.
Oh,
we love
yeah.
it. Perfect.
You don't think we should follow them up the stairs? Or do you think they're, like, going to, like, have some alone time?
Has Marrow ever in your life struck you as someone who has had alone time with somebody else?
No, not necessarily, but you'd be surprised.
Okay.
But, you know, you have to make a good point. We'll do our own thing. I think you'll be fine. Just, I'll shut up now. I
You're
just
fine.
being muscle. I'm sorry. I don't really know how to talk to ladies all too well, so.
I mean, you talk to Talia just fine. I'm sure
She's
she
not a
does it
lady.
fine.
She's my friend.
Oh, so you guys are past that stage. Okay.
Well, no, I wouldn't put it like that per se. I wouldn't be like, oh, we're more than friends. We're definitely friends, but she's also a lady, but she's my friend before she was a lady. You know what that means?
Yeah, no, I don't. Like I said, I don't understand the royalty types, so...
Well, I don't know if that's
she's
independent of royalty. I think that's every person.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
Are you a person?
It's an interesting question. It's a nice thought experiment.
Because maybe that's why I can talk to you a little better than others, because you're not a person.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe we'll see.
Well, do you not know?
I mean, it's kind of hard to think of yourself as a person if you've been broken down and built up into something else, so...
Oh.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. I totally understand that, you know.
I mean...
The breaking down and build back up.
You have military training. It's pretty similar, right? You know?
Well, kind of.
You
They
have a
break
sole
your spirit.
purpose.
They don't break you as like an actual, your body.
So they never went that far with you.
I think it's not me, but I'm kind of a heavy fellow, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So, alright, well, I guess I gotta go check the other ends for something real quick just to see, but...
Well, I'll keep checking to see if you're a person or not.
Okay.
You don't worry about it. I'll figure it out for you.
I will trust you to do such.
I'm really good at distinguishing people from not people.
Okay.
Like, Nero, definitely not a person.
Okay. That's
Powder,
not.
jury's out. Not a person.
Speaking of not a person, as we transition to our shopping spree, friends, where are you guys heading off to? Which store are you going to? Gave you guys a list last week.
A supply shop, preferably.
Perfect. As you guys are kind of making your way through the town, roll me a d4.
Anybody?
Anybody.
1.
The first thing that notices your eye for a general supplies store, if you will, is Rickon's Glorious Goods. Kind of sits towards the western side of town, kind of down, tucked beneath the mountain, if you will. Do you guys stop there or do you continue?
Continue. I continue at least.
I'm with you.
What are you looking for?
I can't remember the name of it, but we were going to.
Are you looking for, by chance, Crumblestone Incorporated?
Correct. That is sounds
It
familiar.
is a big building that sits towards the west side of town as well. You guys could probably see it from here if you wanted to head there. It's not necessarily a shop, if you will. Rather a embassy where all of these stone cutters and stone gatherers come. Some people might sell some things there, but not necessarily if you're looking for like potions and stuff.
Still going there.
You're still going there? Alright.
We do have to get supplies, though. Do we want to stop here first, get supplies, and then go there?
Do I know what time they close? No clue.
Nope. It is nighttime.
You can check Yelp. Just a guy that keeps yelling times things close.
General store closing in 5 minutes.
He also gives reviews too.
I've got a good idea.
What?
Let's split up here.
That's
You
where
go
I
inside
stop.
the-
Yeah. I don't think it's a good idea to split up any more than we need to.
Yeah. You might see something
Let's
for
go to the
somebody.
general store.
We can be real quick.
As you guys enter into this quaint little general store, think about it like a little hobbit hole, if you will. And
I love it.
there's yet another dwarf, a female, older dwarf that kind of sits behind the counter, just kind of its general wares, if you will. What are you guys looking to buy?
Does she have a beard?
Gotta do the voice.
That's
I
how you
want her
can
to
tell
have a
the
beard.
woman apart.
She does not have a beard.
Oh,
Well, what kind of
I want her to have one. It's an image in my head. I guess we're looking for healing potions. Do you need more vials?
I have enough files.
Do you have plenty of vials?
Plenty of vials currently. Also mining supplies. Do you know where we might find some of those?
She lets you know if you're looking for general supplies, like for like pickaxes and stuff like that, and like dynamite, if you will, to help mine. You'd find those at the Incorporated.
Does she have any other like clothing items? Cloaks?
Nothing. I mean, no, nothing general clothing, nothing magical clothing either.
What
Doesn't
does
look
she
like for
have?
magical.
She's got typical. Hold on. Pause,
It has
please.
nothing. It's all
She doesn't even have a beard. She's got nothing.
She's got nothing.
She sold the
It's not a shop. It's just.
Are
It's
you
just.
kidding me?
She's got 2 feet
It's a
of rope.
front for money laundering.
Oh my goodness.
It's a drug front, exactly like Connor
200
said.
platinum. 2 feet of rope.
200 platinum for 2 feet of rope.
Deal.
We spent less on a dragon.
Very true.
Alrighty, she has
Syphilis, gonorrhea, repeat.
potions of healing. There is a spear that sits above her desk right behind her that looks to be of magical sorts, if you will. There is a heavy crossbow that looks as if it's got certain runes embedded into it behind the counter as well, and then just random scrolls that are kind of sitting there. And then potions on the back wall as well.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah,
What can you tell me about that crossbow?
Yes.
That's a big old crossbow worn in there.
A big old crossbow.
It's a magical item. Somebody mined it up from the mountain whenever they were
Oh.
blowing shit up, and they brought it back here.
Is,
Do they
do you
put
know what
dynamite
it
in the
does?
crossbow?
Like, why is it magical?
What I know is that it'll. Well, it's better to show you. Do you have somebody I could test it on? As she kind of gets up on a chair to kind of take the big old crossbow down, and she kind of sets it on her shoulder, and she kind of goes to point it at somebody.
No,
does,
we don't.
Does
have
anybody?
anyone-
And she goes to load it
No.
and put a bolt in. Does anybody want to see what it does?
If you're not going to shoot a person, I do. But if you're going to shoot somebody, then no.
Well, that's exactly how I. You ready?
No. Powder. That's
kinda
not
lines
okay.
her
Please
shot
don't
up.
shoot.
What's
Please
your
don't shoot him.
AC?
Please don't shoot him.
Alright.
Like ballistic tipped arrow.
AC is
This is not what I wanted.
We'll go long instead of name. He'll be fine.
Oh my gosh.
Flies right by your face as this big old crossbow kind of slams into her wooden shelf right next to you, and it's just kind of a little bit of a rusty shot. She kind of takes it down off of her and slings it around her back as it's bigger than her. That's what it does. It shoots bolts. What do you want?
Is there any way for me to tell why it's magical?
You sure could try. Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Can I also?
Yeah, you sure can try.
A 14?
14.
21.
For the 21, it looks as if it has a weapon of warning feature on it. Which, if you know what that is, cool. If not, then you don't.
It's good.
I'm gonna look it up. DM, you just want to explain it or for the audience, or you want us and the audience to look it up?
It looks like it has a weapon of warning
It
feature.
says, warning, this is a weapon. Please don't-
Whenever you wield an item like this, it gives you advantage on initiative throws. In addition, your companions within 30 feet of you can't be surprised, except when incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep. The weapon magically awakens you and your companions in range if any of you are sleeping naturally when combat begins.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
But none of us are range.
So there's no point in using it?
Well, if you want to buy it from me, that's more. I'm selling it. She kind of sits it on the table. 500 gold arunos.
Oh, I'll pass.
Are you sure?
Yes, far too rich for my blood, madam.
What? Rich? That's cheap.
Okay.
What are, these,
500? 500?
500.
Yeah.
what are these scrolls in here?
Oh, I got basically scrolls of magic missile, scrolls of fireball, a few different things. Is there a specific spell you're looking for, or
Just browsing.
no? Yeah.
Browsing the catalog. Why don't we just get our healing potions and then head to where you're ready to go?
That's fair.
Okay.
How many healing potions would you like?
6 for sure, I feel like. Right? We used all the rest of them
Yeah.
when we were in the cave.
If you're gonna want regular potion of healing, you're looking at 50 gold a pop. If you're wanting to take a step up to the greater part, you're looking at 150 a pop.
Highway robbery. There's not even a highway around here.
Sounds like we're going to where you want to go now, and we'll just figure it out later.
Yeah, y'all don't have 50 gold.
For each vial?
Yeah, that's standard pricing. According to my
I'm
handbook
not
here
very
of standard price in
experienced.
general merchandise stores across the world of dragons and dungeons and arcanos.
That's crazy. That's
I'm sorry
wild.
you feel that way.
No. I'm agreeing with you. but-
Inflation hasn't even hit us yet. You don't want to see what they're worth up
Wow.
north.
That's crazy. As a very privileged person, paying $50 for a potion of healing is a little bit much. I don't know what you're saying.
Is there anything else I can help you guys with, or
What's that spear do?
do you want to see what it does?
No, we don't need any
She
more
gets up on her chair, she
demonstrations.
puts the crossbow back up on the wall, she takes the spear, she walks up to you. You want to see what it does?
Roll an arcana check.
Go ahead.
17.
It's a +1 spear.
That's a very nice spear.
Thank you.
I'm good.
I hear I don't really mess with it often. You wanna see?
I'm okay with this one.
All right. She kind of sets it back up on the wall.
All right. Are we ready to go?
You don't want to look at anything else?
I think I'm good.
You don't want to look at anything else?
Not here.
Have a good one.
Pleasure meeting y'all.
Life changing.
Come back later.
Where I'm from, I just used to go in and get things. Nobody really made me pay for anything. This is
Yeah,
different.
back when I was a general, most things were handed to me as well.
Yeah.
Had to work.
Had to work a good old 9 to 5. Where are you guys heading next?
Let's go check out your embassy.
Checking out the embassy.
As you walk up on Crumblestone Incorporated, you know that these people are working folk, and this business is only open 9 to 5, and it is past 5.
Sit down.
It is nighttime.
Oh.
All the people are off. The closed sign is up. You hear no machines running on the inside. The big stone warehouse is closed for the day, but you know we'll open up promptly tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Is the door locked?
Okay. Yeah, as you kind of
Oh,
pull on the
locked?
door, there's a chain on it, and then it's locked
Is
as
there a
well.
window or open window?
There are windows.
Is there an open?
There are windows. There are also various guards and plenty of people
Ugh.
around passing
Womp
the streets.
Okay.
Never mind. That's no fun. Sorry, Powder. We'll come back tomorrow morning.
Oh, it's okay. A lot of disappointment today. All right. Well, I've heard there's 2 other stores around here.
Both closed.
Yeah, no, another one's gonna be Osiris's Smith,
Mm-hmm.
which is gonna be like weaponry and armor and that kind of stuff. Then another one's gonna be another basic general store.
We'll go to the next basic general store.
I feel as though I'm about to be disappointed again. That it's going to be expensive to purchase
All right,
things.
as you 3 kind of make your way to the next general store, we come to you 2 real fast here. I'm assuming you guys are just checking in with the barkeep for the letter, if you will. As you get to the Frozen Keep, there is a young elven lady at the front who does, in fact, hand you over the letter, Zendra. Yes, here you go. Said to be sent to the Dove. From Dove.
Yeah.
Sorry, my apologies. It was just sent to my love,
Yeah.
if you will. And she said somebody comes in asking for a dove, you know. I mean, we don't get doves down here, so.
Yeah. Do I need anything for the postage or?
No, she paid it all up front.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, my pleasure. She kind of smiles and then kind of looks at you and just. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure's all mine.
And she kind of goes back towards the barkeep and.
Rothgar, why don't you get here? I'm gonna toss him a gold and be like, you can go get a drink. I gotta read this real quick.
Oh,
No, spend some money here just as a thanks for.
oh, I can go spend some money. I can go up to the bar. Sit down.
Same barkeep comes on over. Oh, my, what can I get for you? This elven lady's kind of leaning up against the counter.
Drink?
Yeah, of course. We have ale. We have some hard liquor, if you will. We got some wine as well. Our latest shipment from Olarian Red just came in as well.
Olarian Red?
Yeah.
I've heard that's nice. What do you recommend? Like, if you were
Personally, I'm an ale girl.
ale
Keep
girl,
it simple.
I'll have an ale then.
1 silver for you, please.
Here's a little tip for you.
Oh. Of course.
Okay.
Me, oh my, she kind of winks at you. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
17 plus 6.
You feel as if a charm was attempted on you, and you were a strong man. You were a strong man, and big man don't get charmed.
No.
She kind of brings you your ale bag and just kind of let me know if you need anything else, and she kind of works her way back down the bar to keep working with other
And
customers.
she kind of walks away. My inner dialogue is, gosh, I wish I could talk to girls. I'm just gonna sit there kind of just with my hand in my head and just drink.
I'm assuming you're stepping outside to read the letter or stepping inside.
I'm just like stepping to
Yeah.
a corner and I'm gonna read it. Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of open it up. It reads, my dove, or sorry, I keep forgetting it. My love, I'm so glad to hear that you are okay. Things are rather angsty back home. next time you have a chance, not urgent, I would recommend stopping by. We have a lot to catch up on. Maybe in Deep Port, question mark? And then just kind of addresses from your death. Alrighty. Anything else you want to do with that information? Or?
I'm gonna ruminate on it for a bit.
Sure. So the two of you, I'm assuming, would eventually heal, drink, make your way back up towards.
Grab Rothgar once. I'm gonna let him finish his drink. And then
Got it.
Gonna head back.
Yeah. Come to our other three friends, who are once again stopping by another general store. Roll me a d4, please.
3.
3.
Those are now worth 200. Surge pricing.
Yeah. Is this Wendy's?
As you come to this quaint little shop that is probably, I'd honestly say, just six or seven doors down from the last one. Right up, built into the base of the mountain as well. You come across another general store. You kind of walk in, and there is a young drow lady in here who is kind of running the show. As you kind of see, she has a little bit more of a assortment of goodies on her walls. She kind of looks at all of you. Ah, travelers, what can I do for you today?
I was curious what you have currently in stock.
Oh, yeah, no, I got potions per usual. That's what most adventurers come looking for. A few different scrolls, if you will. My 2 items you'll typically find around these areas. We all have 2 really cool items that we kind of buy from the incorporated area. I have a lance that sits on the wall right here, as well as a longbow.
What's the lance do?
Well, the lance seems to give you a +1 to all of your hits.
Wonderful. And the longbow?
Longbow seems like it would give you a +3 to all of your hits, if you know what that means.
Yeah, that sounds all familiar. I'm glad this was the way we discovered this and not any of the other
Yeah.
ways. How much are your potions?
50 for the regular, kind of jumps up to 150 for the greater, kind of goes on from there.
Wow.
We're all fair here, and I'm going to be honest, we don't got a lot of cool stuff that comes through Steam for us. We're just about our work. Whatever we get up in the mountain kind of comes. I apologize. Most travelers don't stop here for, cool shit, if you will. We're kind of just a hard-working, blue-collar town. If you're looking for cool stuff, I'd maybe check out the capital. Kind of right over the water.
Just because I'm curious, do you do any trading for any of your wares or goods?
I'm always open to a good trade. What do you got for me?
Do you trade gemstones?
Gemstones, I take them if they're in good conditions. Yeah.
Okay. Just a thought. Not
No.
necessarily sure that's going to happen.
That's all the same to me.
Well,
Diddly darn day to you all. I see that you guys be on your way.
I'm totally ignoring this one at this point.
any potions for anyone?
Unless you can.
I'm okay. I'm saving my money for the actual shop I want to go to.
You hear a
That's
rumbling
fair.
in the cave.
An elephant's here.
The circus is stopped by. Oh,
Rumbling in the cave. That's what we hear.
yes. From the nose blowing. It was a joke.
Okay.
It-
Just check. Just wanted to make sure that that's what I heard.
As the 3 of you step out of this general store, where did your travels take you?
Well, that was kind of a bust.
Yeah,
Are you okay with going back to the inn now?
let's go back to the end.
I'm sorry, Powder.
It's
I feel
okay.
really bad you didn't get to see what you wanted to see.
You better not see your daughter tomorrow. that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, perfect. As we kind of transition back
Which is
to Cyrene and Marrow, as the rest of the 5 of you are eventually heading back up there, I guess you were the only one who knew what room, right?
Yeah.
It depends if you want to metagame or not, but yes.
No, yeah, no, of course. I'm going to make you pay for it a second time. As you guys are kind of at the room, the door, Cyrene kind of looks towards you and just kind of, do you want me to knock or do you want to knock?
I take my staff and.
I don't know if he heard you. No response.
Oh, I'll check if it's unlocked.
You go to grab the door handle and it is indeed unlocked.
Oh.
It's crazy.
Oh, I don't know if we should barge in without.
I mean, I knocked, so. Jace? Hello?
Cyrene kind of sticks his head in and it just kind of.
We're doing the Scooby-Doo thing where two of
We're
us
doing
at the same time.
Yeah, perfect. Are you still on his shoulder?
Yeah.
Perfect. Of course.
Mhm.
As you guys kind of stick your head in, you see a man hard at work behind his desk, if you will. Towards the east side of the wall, there is a fireplace that is stoked and roaring. As you look towards the back left of the office, if you will, you see a shiny steel set of plate armor with marks that seem to have weathered parts of it over time, as if it's seen battle. Almost on the accents of all the steel pieces, you kind of see a dark blue that kind of is kind of built in, kind of to his armor to give it some pizzazz, if you will. Some what's the right word?
A little flare.
Yeah,
a little
totally.
color.
A little flair, a little color. I'm at a loss for the word. Next to it on the wall, you see sitting a giant silvered great axe. You see stains of either guts, blood, or maybe markings that it has collected over time.
Does it clean it?
But it's almost unnoticeable to your eyes as your eyes are kind of drawn to a green sparkling gem that kind of sits at the hilt of the big old axe. Kind of standing up behind his desk, he kind of just, oh me oh my, I'm so sorry, I wasn't expecting visitors on my schedule. And in front of you, you see Jace, Stormbringer, a human male with striking appearance defined by his long blonde hair matching his blonde beard. A little bit unkempt, if you will. His hair cascades down in soft waves, reaching below his shoulders. His beard is full and well groomed, which does add a rugged charm to his otherwise flowing locks. The blonde beard frames a strong jawline and provides a contrast against his fair skin, creating a balance of warmth and masculinity. You kind of look in his eyes as they're a clear summer blue sky. They kind of stand out against the backdrop of his hair and his beard, if you will. They hold a depth of expression, at this moment seeming intense and focused, but you can tell that at other times there's been a twinkle of humor or kindness. And currently he just has earthy toned, like villager clothing on, like nothing special. As he kind of looks towards you, oh, well, what can I do for you? As he kind of, you see him grab a cane and he begins to kind of...
As I walk in the room, I'd like to jump off of his shoulder.
Oh, yes, of course.
I would like to
No, not a problem at all.
slam my staff to the ground and cast a druid craft and just wipe the fire out.
Oh. I didn't know that it's quite sorcery that I'm expecting here today.
I'm here to ask some questions.
As Cyrene kind of goes, is this really the approach we're taking, Marrow? He kind of drops his cane and just... I don't answer questions by force. You kind of watch as he sticks his hand out and the great axe comes flying off the wall and hits his left hand.
He's got
As you see a little lightning kind of shimmer from it.
No, Storm.
I put my staff into my left hand, and I reach out the name's Marrow. Mordecai sent me.
He kind of firebolts the fire so that the fire takes place once again, and then just revealing your druid craft.
Mm.
He kind of shakes your hand. Jace, friend of Mordecai, you said?
Yeah.
Cyrene and him have
And
introductions. Cyrene and him have fellow introductions as they've never met before, and I don't really want to keep having a conversation with myself. As he kind of sits down in one of his chairs that are kind of right by the fire. Please.
There's a couple things that have been going on.
Are you here to take a seat first, or?
No, I don't sit.
Siren kind of just, I'll take a seat. That's no problem to me. I have a few questions too, but I'd like my goblin friend to go first as he kind of sits down. Mero, you want to kind of pats his lap?
Oh, 100%. I do a little run. This is
Kind of picks him up and
yeah.
sets on his right
Mero's
knee.
all about this.
Maybe I was more right than I thought I was.
Whatever intimidation Mero had, which was probably less than 0, is all but gone at this point.
Your legs are just swinging.
Yeah, my legs are swinging.
Puppies?
They're swinging, but not like a kid swing. They're swinging like it's dead. Like there's nothing there.
What can I do for you, Mero?
I heard
Friend of frogs and
Uh,
Mordecai.
Yeah. I heard tadpoles. I heard that and Freagles. I heard that you killed Delilah, or at least trapped her. I'd like to know more about that.
I'm gonna be honest, it's not often I get people coming by asking about my past. What do you want to know about it? I can't give all information away necessarily. That information would fall into the wrong hands. Bad things could be done with it. But specific questions I guess I can't answer.
Whatever orb you trapped her in is being brought back to the king of
I'm sorry.
Clear Meadow.
He kind of leans forward as you hear his chair kind of creak. So his big old posture kind of just... What'd you say?
He said whatever orb you trapped her in is being brought back to the king of Clear Meadow.
That's concerning.
Yeah, it wasn't a good hiding spot. It was honestly pretty easy to get to.
Where'd you find it? And why were you seeking it out? As you see his face almost grimace as if he's almost questioning why you were searching for it.
I wasn't searching for it. I went down into Mount Apollo, right next to the Thorny Swamps, my home. General Tolis of Clear Meadow was there and opened the room and yeah,
You said you're friends with Mordecai.
acquaintances
Do you work for him or with him?
for him, with him, same difference. I don't get paid.
Interesting.
I'm here for the good of the people.
Understandable. And you just want information on...
Well, I assume that they're gonna try and release her. Or use the power that she has inside her. I'd like to know as much as I can about it so I can stop it.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't tell you exactly what the crown plans to do with her or her soul. I know if she gets out, me and my friends aren't necessarily in the condition to fight again like we once were. It's troubling. You know, we dropped her and Thane and their respective crystals and gave them back over to the king, assuming that they put them in a safe spot. The original idea was to give them to the nation of Wildtide, well, one of them, and then one to the nation of Clear Meadow, but I'm assuming through trade talks that Clear Meadow got both of the crystals. Delilah was supposed to be kept somewhere here, in this land. Which makes me concerned. I have to be honest, you're all but a stranger to me, and I haven't heard much of you. Is it just you and your friend here?
In the tadpole, I wrapped the thing around.
The lion, the tadpole, and the goblin.
Yep.
Beautiful. If you could maybe do something for me just to prove trust, if you will, I'd be more
Slit
open
my
to...
wrist.
Oh my god.
No, this is not a blood pact. Please.
It
As
doesn't
he kind of touches you and you kind of feel some healing light kind of pulse through your body.
You notice that the light is the light that was there isn't, it like immediately gets absorbed by the mushroom on my chest, and then that in and of itself trickles into my extremities and heals my wound.
Peculiar creature you are. No judgment, of course. I've worked with far stranger.
I'm one of a kind. What can I say?
As you kind of say that, Cyrene kind of,
Yes, I'm here. I'm sure you've heard about the disappearances of teenagers all over the realm. Younger kids, if you will. Yes, boys and girls alike have been stolen from their homes and their cities. What about it?
well, I'm being frank with you, my half-sister was taken, and I was kind of hoping you had some information about maybe what's going on there.
Maybe who's taking them?
Ye-
I'd like to find one of them. They sound intriguing.
Yeah, maybe that could lead us back to wherever they're being kept. That's a great idea, Goblin.
Thanks.
Sorry, as Cyrene kind of thanks you and just,
I suppose I could have one of my friends look into it. I could have maybe some information for you. I tell you what, the Unheard are a unruly group. They work with the unseen as well. They swear off their senses almost in a cultish way, saying that their god will provide them what they lack. I'm sure you've seen maybe some with their mouths sewn shut, their ears sewn shut, or their eyes sewn shut in your travels.
Nose showing stuff.
I
Just staple it.
do have to say to you, I've been investigating these disappearances as well. They are troubling. And if I was in better shape, I admit I took a pretty nasty fall helping people build some houses the other day, and I'm recovering from it. I'm not necessarily in fighting condition. But there's apparently, in our mountains somewhere, a hideout. I haven't had a chance to go down there and look for myself, and I'd rather not send some guards to their death.
There seems to be a vast tunnels in these mountains. Where's this hideout? Maybe we can take a look at it.
Well, admittedly, a few weeks back I killed one.
he kind of stands up, uses his cane, walks to his desk, and kind of pulls out of his drawer a little white crystal that's kind of on a piece of string. He kind of hands it over to you, Marrow, and he kind of goes,
What I'm assuming is the closer you get to their hideout, this is the key. And I'm assuming that they would get lost down there because, well, wherever they are, if the guard haven't found their hideout, well, it's probably hidden pretty well. I'm assuming that this thing probably glows. So I've kind of studied it a little bit. It has some kind of magical finding sense to it.
I'm gonna stick it into like a crevice in my staff. Like hard enough that I could hit something, it wouldn't come out, but like I just want to stick it into my staff.
as you do that, for the sake of brevity and for the sake of all of you, the five of you arrive, or at the purple throne. The little halfling kind of looks at you guys. Lady Frost ain't here. What can I do for you?
We would like to talk to Jace, if he's available, please.
So many people. He's in the middle of an appointment right now, actually.
An appointment maybe with a little guy and a really tall guy?
Yes, of course, yes.
They're
with
part of
them.
our group.
Oh, you're with them. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. That's beautiful. So they already paid for 2 of them to go through.
Perfect. We'll
We
just
have
go
to
then.
pay to talk to him?
Yes.
Why?
All of our upper, lords and ladies, if you will, like, kind of stay here, and saviors of the realm. They require a fee to go speak to them.
Can't I just pay him when I get up there?
I presume you could, but I take care of the money for him. He doesn't like to,
Sure,
tarnish
so
his
he'll just
good
give
name
it to you
by-
after we get it to him.
Well, he doesn't like to tarnish his good name.
Get up real close and pull out just a regular dagger, and I'll hold it right on his shoulder, and I'll be like, "How about we go talk to him? And if he says that you can keep the money, we'll give you the money. How about that?"
I'm gonna stand right behind him.
I'm
and
gonna
just
turn away and pretend like I'm not
Roll me
seeing
an
it.
intimidation check with advantage, or with whatever his plus is as well.
intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
No breathing. +4.
This is my plus 4.
15.
15. You kind of, my apologies. Like, it's not we're taking a life over this, all right? Just a man trying to make a little extra gold. I'll tell you what, you ask him if Humpty Dump down here collects the payment, and I tell you what, he's going to tell you to bring me that gold. And if you don't, he'll come after you.
Okay.
Humpty Dump?
He's a good man. Yeah, you got a problem with it? What's it to you?
No, I'm just checking I heard you correctly.
As he kind of gets up and kind of
So where are we going?
stands up all of his
Humpty
2.5 feet kind of towards you as he pops his chest out up towards you.
She resists the urge to pat him on the head. Oh boy, she's thinking about it. He's a little cute thing.
Room 240.
Okay. I'm gonna start walking away to the stairs.
Come on, Rothgar. Let's follow Zendra.
Watch it, Rockhead.
I'm just gonna flick him in the head as I walk out.
Once we get like a good ways up the stairs, because you had said it was the 15th floor, I'm gonna turn around quickly and be like, if any of you say anything about that idiot to Jace, I'm not paying any gold.
I didn't see anything, so
Which one?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright. And then we're gonna continue up.
As the 5 of you arrive at the door and kind of knock, and then they're in the middle of their conversation as you guys kind of enter, he kind of goes,
Oh, sorry, I'm in the middle of a meeting right now. I'm sorry, I'll get to you 5 in a second if that's alright.
No, they're with us.
Oh. My apologies. That big group you got here.
Yeah.
Typically travelers come in like 1s and 2s or 3s, but
It helps not to die a second time.
I don't have enough chairs for you guys. I'm sorry. If you just want to kind of gather around the room, these meetings are kind of interpersonal, typically.
I can wait outside.
No, you're staying here, please. If you all are together, it's good that you get the information.
Inside?
Please, shut the door behind you, though.
As we're walking in, Talia leans over to Takashi and goes, "Are you sure your friend is okay? Why is Meryl on his lap?"
he kind of looks towards the two of you actually having the conversation, and he cuts you off.
I'll be damned. A general of the Crimson Lotus?
He kind of gets up and kind of hobbles over to you.
If I may,
I'll extend my hand out.
I fought side by side with your ancestors against the demons.
Thanks.
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't laugh. I just imagined just one word, thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks for serving.
No, the pleasure's mine to be in the presence of one of you, and
Poggers.
Kind of looks towards you and
I'll be damned. The king sent the princess here to spy on me.
Oh, nobody sent anybody.
Whoa,
I
no.
guess we're talking about it now.
That's not the princess. They look very similar, but believe me, it's not her.
he kind of kicks his right leg out onto your sword, and he kicks it just the right way to where the crust of the stone kind of falls off and the diamond sword is revealed.
Yeah. I wasn't going to hide.
How'd
from
you get that?
we.
What happened to your sword?
I was not sent here by my father. We are. I'm assuming Marrow told you that we were doing something.
No, I told him I was alone.
Okay.
He did.
Um,
He said it was a tadpole.
In the light.
that's true.
Siren.
That's absolutely true. We just met Cyrene today.
A good friend.
We are working with Mordecai, and there's a lot going on right now in Clear Meadow, and I'm a little.
I'll
Bit of
catch
a-
you guys up to speed. The crystal in my staff, it tells us where the children are.
Children?
So that'd be good to find your child.
If I may, that's not exactly what.
Well, I mean, it tells us where some kidnappers are or something.
So
where their
that
hideout
makes
is.
more sense.
But we're not looking for his daughter because his daughter's dead, though. Remember?
Oh, wait, so
I thought she was a felon.
You speak of the dead like that.
No. No.
That's very disrespectful.
Yes.
Especially of the
saying.
general of the
I'm
Crimson
not-
Lotus.
Yeah.
Trying to disrespect Takashi. And
You
I
really
think
do have
Takashi
your father's
understands.
countenance about you.
No, I do not. No, I do not.
Can I roll a history check on the Crimson Lotus?
Yeah, go for it. Only took us 12 sessions.
That's
I don't know. Oh, there we
Never
go.
mind. Not cost
7.
7.
I'm also curious.
Nope.
A 7.
Anyone else curious?
With 2 sevens, basic knowledge is they are the Royal Knights of Casmerian Bay. They are the best of the best, the elite, and they serve specifically lately in aiding the realm in reconstruction from the volcano exploding.
Yeah.
But they're samurai-esque elite warriors.
If he really wanted to, he's on the with Tullis. He could have 1v1'd, but you know, he didn't.
It's true.
You didn't get the chance. It was,
No.
I was there.
I was going to have a conversation later, but we might as well have it now since it's all out in the open.
No, yeah, I'm
I-
very front coming.
My father sent me
Force
to
them.
find a crystal. The crystal of Delilah.
And that's the one that you guys fumbled.
That is absolutely correct. Yes, we did.
Well, not
I
very
wasn't-
coordinated.
No.
I wasn't really aware of a lot of things. I grew up in Stonespell. I didn't really leave. I didn't really see what was going on. And when I traveled around the kingdom and I met these nice folks, I was exposed to a lot of things that I was really concerned about, mainly with what my father and the church were doing. When we lost the crystal to General Tullis, it made me question a lot of things, including my loyalty to my father. I'm not here to spy on anybody.
There.
I watch out with it, Siren,
You know, to kind of catch you all up, we were just discussing, and they were asking for information about Delilah and where these missing, abducted teenagers and children have been going. I said that I would be more forthcoming with information about what happened on the mountain that day in my fight with Delilah and Thane, so if you all could try and go investigate a hideout down in the mount here, which I think could be beneficial, because from what my sources have told me, it is a hideout for the unheard, who also seem to have kidnapped another lady recently from here. Seems you guys want to help people. This is your chance to prove to me that that's what you're here for. And then we can have far more open dialogue.
I agree with that.
Sounds good to me, pretty much. Yeah.
I'd say let's get going. I start walking out the door.
Siren kind of, no, not yet, Meryl.
If we're to do this for you, can we get some like documentation that we're helping you? Sure, it could go a long way if people have any questions or anything.
I mean, I can write it down on a piece of paper for you. I don't really have a business card.
Do you have like a? I mean, you're a well-known enough person. Do you have a seal or anything you can stamp it with?
Maybe a walrus. Other aquatic animals.
I could draw a walrus on a paper for you, if that's what you're asking.
Just
Maybe he's not-
sign it.
He's not too good at seals, but
Yeah, I could sign it. I mean,
Just sign it and say like we're helping you with official business.
to be honest, I would rather you guys go do this first before I give you my signature.
do you have like a badge or something?
Well, this way, you know, because we got to go into the mountain and stuff. I'm sure people are gonna wonder why we're getting in the way of their work and things.
Is there prohibited areas within the mountain?
I mean, if some workers get you down there doing some funny business, they might call the guard on you, but outside of that, as long as you're staying about your business and not doing anything fishy, like, you know, setting off dynamite late at night, canoodling with your lover in a cave.
That happen often?
Yeah, often.
Oh.
Lovers canoodling one another.
Wow, you guys have a crazy life up here in the mountains.
I don't know why we're wasting time talking.
Jace.
No conversation is ever a waste of time, Goblin. Yes, ma'am.
By chance,
But you haven't met our group.
I think we're all very willing and ready to help and go in the mountain.
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
there by chance any supplies that you could spare us?
Any dynamite or lovers,
No.
perhaps?
No. Rock guard. No. No, honey.
Never mind.
Or just an official paper
Perhaps.
that we can then show to somebody to get supplies.
Perhaps some healing potion.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't really keep stocked up on that. My adventuring days are kind of past me.
Okay.
Now I kind of just have this cool ability where like I can just kind of flex and I heal myself from like
Yeah.
my own pool of healing.
I've heard.
Do you have any like little like hard candies, caramels?
Rothgar.
He looks on his desk, grabs a hard candy, and hands it to you.
Oh, thanks. It's strawberry.
Brings it back.
Sets it back down as he kind of sits back down on his desk.
Go do this for me. It shouldn't take you more than a night. I will give you this.
He kind of gives you a little card, almost like a key card, if you will.
There's an elevator on floor 400. If you take it, it'll take you down to the heart of the mountain. Skip all that riffraff.
Oh, there's an elevator that goes into the mountain.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's connected to the inn because some of the workers stay here overnight and then just immediately, head to the
Fascinating.
elevator. And
That is fascinating. So you don't have to walk it; you just ride the elevator down.
I mean, for the most part, yeah. There's quite a few elevators where.
You do have to walk up literally more than 350 flight of stairs, as we are on the 15th
No,
floor.
we're on floor 200. Floor 400's 2 floors up.
No, this is room 242 on floor 15.
Yeah. Our floors are a little weird.
Oh, my apologies. I'm sorry.
No telling how
I'm not-
deep it goes.
I'm not
No
the best
telling-
at math.
No
either.
telling how deep it goes, no telling how shallow it is either.
Shallow.
Excuse me, I've been overcoming a sickness. Like I said, I fell the other day.
I thought you could heal your own bodily.
Not internally. The mucus is what gets you.
Oh my.
Oh.
Anyways,
I know we have the magic stone that tells us when we're getting closer. Is there a map of the mountain?
No, you kind of just wander, honestly.
No.
Just wonder, honestly.
okay.
I guess I ask him if asked for supplies, his signature, a map. I feel like we got a crystal that tells us where to go. We should
And
be
the
gone.
hard, and the
And
hard
don't
candy.
lose my key card that has my clearance code on it.
I feel like he's already given
Did
us
he
a
give
lot.
that to you? Okay.
You want me to hold on to that?
I think Zendra should maybe hold on to that one.
Like I said, prove to me that you go down here, take care of these people, bring back some kind of proof. I just don't want to be giving information away to anybody. Especially... never mind.
The crown princess, yeah.
Thank you,
Alright.
Zendra.
Me and the Orosi don't have a great history, alright?
It's okay. You're not the only one.
Excuse me. Well,
Do you know lozenge?
I'm sorry.
A throat lozenge?
I think that's what the hard candy's for, Rothgar.
It is.
Oh.
Why don't we just...
My throat does
leave
feel
alone?
very lubricated and clear.
I think it's time to go.
Again, as he kind of bows to you, General
Nice meeting you.
and Princess. Pleasure.
She bows. She doesn't say anything though.
No, I didn't catch the other one of your names. I just knew theirs. That was Marrow,
Powder.
Powder,
Zendra.
Zendra,
Roth guy, pleasure to meet you.
Rathgar. Put it there.
The floor is yours, friends. Where are you heading? Or are you staying and talking more?
I'm certainly not saying.
We're going to floor 400.
Wait, we're leaving right now?
We're gonna step out of it. So... He said it would take about a night.
We didn't get any supplies.
Way too expensive.
More expensive than we realized it was going to cost.
If I may, I can heal. I have that ability if that's what you're worried about. I honestly...
I mean, yeah.
I'm assuming it's okay if I come with you guys to kind of help quell whatever's down there. I mean...
Of course.
I'd honestly forgotten this man was with us, but sure, the more the merrier.
How'd you forget I was sitting on his lap?
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot of thoughts in my head right now, Mero.
Does
Sorry.
everyone
Also-
agree to
Don't sit on men's
find
laps.
coming with us?
Why?
I just,
It was
please,
comfortable.
it would make me feel better.
Powder?
I agree.
Okay.
I mean, we don't have any other healers
There's a majority.
besides
I can
me
heal.
and
I can still heal, but we
Oh, yeah,
just
I guess we do
the
have
Do my
last
mushrooms
situation-
mean nothing?
That's fair.
the last situation we had was a little overwhelming and scary.
Yeah.
And we used all of our healing
They
potions
seem
so
open to it,
Takashi
so-
could bring all of you back.
If I may, this is a good opportunity for me to prove myself to you. I mean, that I'm going to fight on your side. It seems some of you are skeptical, understandable. I'm skeptical of some of you too. The only one I fully trust is the general and the goblin so far. But,
Those
you
are
know,
really
we
good-
spend a little bit of time together. We become good friends.
You know,
Arrow feels really good about himself right now. Like Marrow feels on top of the world. He's so happy.
thinking about this before we go any further, because this is probably a good little point to, because a second little side objective we have with this mission is, General, what does your daughter look like? Just in case one of us were to run into her, and I imagine you don't want her dead a second time.
I mean, last time I saw her, she was a little girl, so you know. Well, actually, that's not necessarily true.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not
Yeah,
just-
sorry, my emotions, they get the best of me sometimes.
That's
but you know, she was wearing a cloak, had like long dark hair.
Kind of like you, but
she
a
looked
lady.
like you, but a lady.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
You know, spitting image.
Any facial
No facial
feature?
hair.
And you
No
don't-
facial hair.
You don't have any other family members that maybe it could have been a niece or.
Do you have a brother?
I don't have a
Do
brother.
you have an uncle?
Don't have an
Do you
uncle.
have a cousin?
Regardless of the family of origin, I feel like it's still somebody we should not try to harm. If
Could
we
have been
were
his
to-
god niece too.
Okay, yeah, it could
Got
be.
it.
Yeah.
Looks like the general don't kill her.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Takashi, I have one concern. Are you gonna be okay if you see her again?
We shall see. You know, hopefully she's open to talk. You know, I got this note from her that pretty much said, you know, don't come after her, don't follow her. But you know, it's been so many years since I've seen her. How could I not go after her? How could I not follow her?
Plus, you're her dad, so like you tell her what to do.
I will say, however, the two other people she was with had some interesting characteristics about them. One was a dragonborn. He kind of like had blue skin, and one of his ears were shown shut.
Oh. Like the unheard and the unseen.
Do your daughter have anything sewn shut?
Not that I remember.
Now that you saw.
Not that I saw. Yes.
Well,
We have two options. We can rest for the night and head out in the morning, or we can leave right now.
If this is gonna take the night, we might as well just go.
Yeah, leave right now. I don't see a problem with it.
I mean, there's 7 of us. How many of them can there be down there? I mean,
Probably more than
I
7.
was gonna say.
At least
after
3.
the last visit in a mountain with holes, who knows what we'll find.
I can freely use my magic here, so I
Yeah.
feel a lot better about all of
I mean-
that.
You can freely use your magic anywhere.
I was
Can.
timid after watching a man get his head chopped off.
I'm gonna be honest.
You just don't put yourself in that situation.
I really don't want to wait any longer. I don't know how much longer my sister has.
It's a good point. It's also probably going to run into less workers that are still down there. So.
Good point.
Less collateral.
Powder, you thinking about something?
Sloppy work
Just
if you're going to have collateral.
Calculating, just thinking about all the options. But yeah, I think the play here would probably be to head down.
All right.
Let's go find this elevator.
Guys, head up to the top. This old wooden rickety elevator, kind of held by just the chain at the top.
So that's an elevator.
I step on immediately.
Is there a weight limit?
Siren kind of gets in it. I guess we're gonna find out.
When I step into the elevator, you kind of hear, you kind of like, can you hear
just
like
hear
the
a
chain
chain
kind of like tighten?
Freaking.
Yeah, investigate the elevator.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just do that real quick.
Lights, bombs. Scared of elevator.
I mean, I get
That
it.
is a 13.
13. What are you specifically investigating for?
If it's
Safety.
safety, to see if there's
Yeah.
any like specific like hazardous kind of thing? Like,
With a 13, it seems that there's a bunch of magical runes infused into these chains, almost as if it magically is moved, and not so much by the actual force of the chain.
it should be sturdy enough with those runes.
Okay.
There's little rollers that are also kind of into the side of the stone wall and everything too. So.
I step in next to Rothgar.
Also, if it falls, you can just fly. So.
You know, I didn't think it'd be that easy. There's a couple things I gotta do before that happens, though.
Everybody in?
All right.
As everybody gets in, it goes down.
Is the elevator music?
There is 5 floors for you guys to choose. Floor -500, -1,000, -1,500, -2,000, and -2,500.
Negative
So
2,500.
500 through negative.
It's just
2,500.
multiples of, yep.
I believe he was talking about us getting to the heart of the mountain.
I feel like
Yeah.
the deepest, if it's a hidden outpost, I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, we could also, as it's kind of
I was
passing
gonna
by,
say,
we'll
yeah.
see if that kind of glows.
But the heart's in the middle. The bottom is typically something else.
Okay. Thank you, Rothgar.
We'll just
We'll
Have
keep
you
that in mind.
You
We'll
ever talked about
no,
anatomy
that is
before?
fair. That is fair. That is fair.
I mean, he does have a
Heart is-
point.
Yeah, he has a good point.
The heart is
Let's
the
follow
central
the
Press the
stone
button.
then.
Follow the stone.
You press 25.
Yeah.
Nice.
The entire way down, the chain makes the sound.
I was gonna be like Tower of Terror.
Roll me a Arcana check, Mero.
Oh. 4.
Fair.
You guys are kind of heading on down as the elevator is kind of going. You get to 500, nothing. 1,000, nothing. It's a long elevator ride. Probably about 5 minutes in between each 500. As it continues to go, you kind of see as you begin to approach 1,500, your light kind of vroom, vroom, vroom. Just ever so slightly.
We're getting closer.
Keep going.
Do you think should we stop here if it's going like that, or should we keep going?
It doesn't look like it's glowing very bright, right?
As
It's
you
dim.
continually get closer to 1,500, it glows brighter and brighter and brighter.
It does seem like we should probably get off here. Is there an emergency stop button?
I believe we just hit the button instead, and then you kind of hit it,
Mhm.
and it kind of halts and stops at 1,500.
We could also go down to 2,000 just to see what effect it has. Rather
We can
than
always go back up.
That's what I'm.
Can we always go back up?
It's an elevator. I imagine so.
Oh,
and up
okay.
down room.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I
okay.
don't know.
I go in. I go down to 2,000. The light.
The gate closes again. Chugga, 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 chugga.
These are great sound effects.
The light seems to stay the exact same. Almost a medium glow. A 5 out of 10 glow. So it's almost...
We head down at 2,000 now.
Well, it
We're
was
almost to the
2,000.
very
Yeah.
last floor.
We got
Let's go to
2,500.
25.
So
Did we find out if there was a way to get
I
up
would
if we got off
I
on
would
the floor?
stop at 2,000.
As you...
We know it's between the two. It stopped getting brighter, so it's only going to get dimmer.
It also didn't
Yeah.
start going until 15. So maybe there's a range of
A
2
gap.
The
of
problem
1,000
is-
feet.
Look at it like a graph. The problem is these 2 points it's the same, but he didn't say in between it was like higher, so it's not necessarily in between the two.
Let's go to 2,500.
Yeah.
Right. So
Chugga,
it's
chugga, 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 chugga. The crystal, pitch black.
Mm.
So in between 2,000 and 1,500, it never.
1,750.
Just lost.
So do we want to go down or do we want to go up?
We're gonna go to
Oh, we're at 25.
floor
We have to
17.
go up.
We're at 2,000.
As it-
Negative
sorry.
1,750.
Let me start at
Let me
2,000
rephrase.
or
Start at
1,500?
2,000 or start at 1,500. If we start
Well,
at 1,500,
And
I-
just to be clear, there's not individual floors between each of these points. These
Yeah.
are rather just stopping
Yeah.
points,
Yeah.
and then you
Right.
gotta travel
Like
between the
that.
two. Yeah.
And
Okay, let's do
Started out.
1,500 because let's do 1,500 because it's easier for my knees to go downstairs than it is to go up.
sure, sounds like a plan.
Perfect. Chugga, 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 chugga. As you get right to about 2,100, I need the entirety of the group to roll me an Arcana check. I want to let you know you should roll one by one because you guys are looking to hit a number here. You're
Alright.
looking to hit 80
Oh,
as a group.
How many did you get?
6.
You want to keep track of everything then, since you went first?
Oh,
Cyrene is going to roll with you as well.
is it a saving check or just a?
Just an Arcana check.
Can we have some guidance?
She can give one person
Always.
guidance, yeah.
Always.
I have a -1. Can I have it, please?
Oh, we're not doing this.
I was standing next to you in the elevator, probably holding onto your arm because it's a little scary.
Aww.
So, yeah,
Is that just a +4?
Yeah, plus a D4.
It's the plus D4.
it adds
yeah.
a D4 to your ability
Alrighty,
check.
Erica, would you like to go next?
Sure. I don't know what my arc. 17.
17.
Yeah.
Brings you to a total of 23. Who would like to go next?
Alex.
Sure. 15.
15. Brings you to a total of 38.
We're halfway
you
through.
were a
We're
mental
not
man.
halfway through.
You want Cyrene to go next?
Oh, no.
Sarah goes next.
Oh, but
Where's the weighted die?
This guy sucks.
Ah, they're not weighted right now. What was that, a 3 or a 5?
5.
5. He's got a +3, so that's an 8.
So 8.
we're at
46.
So combined, we're gonna need
80.
80. No, we
No,
need
oh, you mean,
34.
okay, yeah.
Like between. All right.
Go.
You do it.
Wait, I thought.
I
Oh,
haven't gone yet.
guidance. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he had.
12. -1 is 11. +3.
14.
That's 60.
We need 20 to do
I got a 17.
Oh,
Oh.
so we need 3.
Now what?
It's that one.
No way.
It's in that one.
Was it really?
No
Well,
way.
it's that one plus 6.
Oh, okay.
So do you even need to do that at this point? We're at 84.
84.
It's a nat 1 + 6. That's
Yeah.
funny.
He says a group check though.
Alright.
The elevator's fine as it continues to go up.
Alright, well then.
You had a feeling that maybe it was magical energy was sparking here and there, and it could have given out maybe. But the elevator holds
Did I
true.
request that?
The elevator holds true.
Okay.
As you guys reach 15 or 2000.
15.
15. You guys reach 15. Chloe at like a 6 or 7 here.
Gotcha.
As you guys, I'm assuming, exit off into the cavern.
Yes.
Yep.
Correctamundo.
Cyrene kind of is like, oh, don't really come down into these caves much often, I'm going to be honest with you. If ever, honestly.
I would assume probably not, being as you live on the other side of the continent.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm saying I don't go into caves often. I mean, it's just not really my thing. I mean,
More of a dungeon guy.
yeah, I'm more of a dungeon and,
Dungeon man.
yeah.
Rothgar, just to refresh my memory, do you have a skill that makes us, I believe you said, extra sneaky?
Oh yeah, dude. The sneakiest.
Okay, as we get
Practically undetectable.
closer to this, we might want to use that extra sneaky skill.
Oh, I don't need it because I'm very sneaky.
Oh, okay.
But you guys can.
Yep, absolutely.
Is it dark?
As you actually ask that, Siren goes, can everybody see alright, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Nope.
you see okay?
I can't.
I remember last time in the cave you really
How
couldn't.
dark?
So,
Is it
Pitch
pitch
black.
do you
black?
still have that dagger I gave you?
I give it back to Powder Hair.
Marrow, can I cast light on your staff?
Well, that might defeat the purpose of the crystal glowing.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
That
It's
was
alright.
the smartest thing you've ever said.
I got it. Siren casts light in his hand and kind of sets it right on his shoulder.
Oh, wow, alright.
Something sits on his shoulder.
Don't worry, ma'am. I got it, princess.
I see that.
I
you.
would like to just start walking straight
Yeah.
and with my staff pointed out as far as possible.
Good dowsing dagger.
And I'm like,
Doing
Alright, guys.
metal
Maybe,
detector.
I remember how much we loved this last time. You come to a fort
Oh
in the
my
rock.
yeah, does it glow at all?
I'm just gonna say, hey.
As you are heading down to the path,
Yeah.
it gets up to an 8.
Got it.
As it's like giving off
8 out of
substantial
what?
light. 8 out of 10.
just want to double check.
And it doesn't.
It
point- as I stick my staff as far as I can into each one, does it not?
Does it
Nothing.
make a
I
difference?
want to I want to let you know there are 3 paths, and this is the only path check for the night.
Got it.
So, you guys have a choice of left, straight, or right.
Before that,
I'm just gonna
Raskar,
be honest, guys. We've been through these paths before. I say we just return and have someone else figure it out.
We just go back to work, guy? We just call it a day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sound good.
Go make a perception check if there's any footsteps, anything
Yeah,
go for it.
heading towards one of the paths. I haven't been doing good. Except for my,
Gotta change the dice. Gotta change the dice.
no. Shit. That's a 12, but I have a feature called Knowledge from a Past Life, and I will roll a d6 to add to that. So 12, 13.
Honestly, with a 13, it all seems eerily quiet down here. No movement, no wildlife. Maybe some settling of stone here and there from just being under a mountain.
out of me.
But outside of that, nothing.
Raskar, this might be a good time to cast the make us sneaky skill you have.
The make a sneaky skill? Did I miss something?
I'm going to be honest, it seems like he's quite sneaky on his own. I mean,
Bingo.
That's fair. That's fair. But for the rest of us who aren't as,
You see how sneaky
I mean,
I
she
was?
seems
You
pretty
were
light
very
on her
fast.
feet, and you two do as well. I mean,
I couldn't see you.
I was practically invisible.
listen, guys, I vote straight. I don't know if that's how you do things in this group. Kind of vote, take a head count.
I walk straight.
Okay,
I got the
well,
light,
alright.
so
So,
I'm guiding.
alright.
everybody.
Are we following Tim? Or
Follow the man with the staff.
We don't really have a choice.
Always
so.
follow the dwarves.
vroom, vroom, vroom. It does glow up to a 9. And then eventually, as you guys kind of come out of this path, probably 10 feet wide, you guys see in this little alcove a little book that kind of sits on a pedestal. And right around the cavern wall behind it, you see a man-made, almost stone door with a bunch of runes almost written into the door, about 40 feet to the back wall.
I will sneakily approach the book.
I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace on the party.
That's plus 10 all stealth.
Yeah.
You got it.
A veil of shadow and silence radiates from you, masking your unique companions from direction. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a plus 10 to a dexterity, stealth checks, and can't be tracked except by magical mean. Anyone who does get this bonus leaves no tracks or other traces of its passage.
Perfect. Who's heading to the book? Who's heading to the door?
I will head to the door and I'm going to do an Arcana check on the rooms.
I'm following
I'm
Powder
gonna
to the
follow
door
him to the door as well.
so that I can
I
do
will
an
go to the
investigation check
book?
on the
I
rooms.
will ask for guidance.
Two people who can't read went to the book.
Absolutely, I'd be happy
Sandra,
to
where
provide
do
that for
head
you.
to? And again, there's a difference of maybe 20 feet. There's a little alcove room right to your left. There's the book that's kind of in a little pedestal with a little wall there, and then towards the back wall, it's all within 30
So
feet of
we
each
could
other.
clearly see something if
You do also see, as you guys approach the door, a path to the right and a path to the left. As you get to the door, roll me an Arcana check.
With guidance?
Sure. She gives it to you.
That is a 23 to start. And then, what is it? Plus D4?
D4. Bless you, brother.
Plus 4. So 27.
Got it. As you,
Thanks, brother.
what's up, brother? Special teams, special players. Anyway, sorry.
Okay.
Special teams, special players, special players.
Tuesday. Anyway, that's the one thing that could take me out of D&D, okay?
Sorry.
As you approach this door with the runes and you look at it, it seems to be a bunch of ancient runes of sealing. It looks as if you took some time and devoted your focus to it. A magic user could unseal them just with their raw arcane power alone.
Raw dog.
As you guys head to the book, who gets there first? Who's touching it?
Jackery.
What am I rolling?
Arcana.
Haven't been good so far.
Gets
Not looking like it's doing great.
Do me
We're gonna go ahead and roll the +6 to save me, please.
using both of them now.
Yep.
Okay.
That is a 10.
10?
Yep.
As you get to the book, you kind of get up on the pedestal to try and read it, and you touch it.
Oh no.
And all of a sudden, there's a crimson glow that comes from your book, and out of it comes flying the other one, and lands right on top of the other book. Almost a just stack on top of each other. And you kind of hear a little whisper come from it. You shouldn't have come here. And then all of a sudden, the people at the door down the left and the right path, you begin to see eye sockets open as you watch white open.
Do you have one of the coins that Mordecai gave us?
I have all.
At least to the left path, you begin to see about 6 or 7 sets of eyes open. To the right, immediately noticeable, 6 or 7 as well.
What?
And then behind you, you guys hear footsteps of about 7 or 8 sets of eyes open as well.
Oh yeah.
So can they see us? It says we're in a veil of shadow and darkness.
I guess that's
It's just an
something
orb of
we will have
shadowy
to
darkness.
find out next week.
Are you kidding me?
Ah!
Next week?
Next week?
Next week.
Alrighty.
Santa's coming
Wow.
tonight.
Next week we will find out if our friends get ambushed and lose yet another combat and go 0 for 4 or
How
actually
nice.
1 and 2 so
How
far.
kind.
Sorry. You guys
How
can go
kind.
2 and 2 next week.
Uh,
We thank you all for coming out and watching, and we will see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye, buddies.